Have you been thinking about leaving Toronto? Yeah, feeling a bit of cabin fever, want a bigger house? Today, I'm talking to Frances Snider in Guelph. And welcome, Frances.
Hi, Deirdre.
Uh,
Thank you.
Today, we are going to be talking a bit about what's available in Guelph for real estate. Because when you move, of course, you're going to need a roof over your head. So what better place to start with somebody who really knows the area, what it all has to offer you, and what kind of homes there are there for you. Over to you, Frances.
Thank you. Great to be here with you and tell you a bit about me and the city of Guelph. So my name is Frances Snider. I'm with Royal LePage Royal City Realty in Guelph, Ontario. And if you don't know Guelph, it's located approximately 45 to 60 minutes west of Toronto, about 100 kilometers. And we're just north of the 401 in the region of Wellington County. Guelph is a very vibrant community. We have a population of approximately 130,000 people, and we're known as the Royal City. We've also been.
Why is it known as the Royal City?
I don't know the exact history, but it goes back to, I guess, King George something the Fourth. It was named after the Guelphs, which was the British monarchy at that time or something like that. So, but yeah, it has a very interesting history for sure. I'm not a history teacher, so I'm not going to delve into it.
That's fine. Not asking for that.
I wouldn't do the best that way. So, but yeah, it's been home to me, and we've also been named the safest city in the past, like rankings from Money Sense and other things for Canada. We were also named or ranked as one of the top 10 cities to live in Canada, I think last year. So there's a lot of different things that are included in those rankings. Low crime rate, low unemployment rate, the business development in the area, and being an outdoor friendly city. We have a lot of parks and things like that. Environmentally conscious community.
Wow. That's already speaking to me, certainly on the Know My Age group, when there's lots of outdoor space and the environment. Wow, you're ticking all my boxes already, Frances. I'm ready.
Of course, we have great schools as well. And the University of Guelph is also,
Yes.
in Guelph as well. We are a university town. So
That's fantastic. So you have a wonderful cross section of age groups and things to do for all of those age groups, I suppose, those demographics.
For sure. I've lived here most of my life, and I think it's a great city to live in. There are so many amazing things about Guelph, but just to name a few would be like the acres of parks throughout the city, as I mentioned. Like they're so beautifully maintained by our parks department. All the amazing trails that link across the area for walking or biking or hiking, depending on what your sport is, they're wonderful. And even if you just like hiking through, like the Guelph Arboretum is there, or the Guelph Lake Conservation Area, lots of conservation in the surrounding area for sure.
Very nice. So if somebody like me or even a young family were to come to Guelph, what would they expect to get for their dollar, or what kind of homes are available to us?
In the area, like right now, we're currently in a strong seller's market. So like the homes that, if a young family was coming, looking to go into a certain neighborhood or school district, if you're looking for freehold or detached, the prices have gone up a bit, especially this year with COVID and the demand on houses in the area. But the average year-to-date sales prices, as of our last numbers, for freehold homes, like a detached home, was just over 700,000. For condominium homes, the average price is about 465,000. And if you're looking to come and purchase vacant land, which is more or less in the surrounding area of the city, but that is just under 500,000 as well for vacant land. If you wanted to build your own.
Yeah, that's actually a little higher than I anticipated. I think everybody in the city has this idea that, everything in Ontario is under 500,000. But obviously a detached home at 700,000, that's quite significant. And what would you get for that? Would that be a bungalow or a detached two-story?
It depends. I mean, square footage wise, you're probably looking at closer to, 2,000 square feet.
Okay.
you could get a bungalow or a two-story. We have a lot of development that has a variety of, like the newer development is more either bungalows or bungalofts or two stories.
Oh, yes.
But we do have a lot of older homes as well that are maybe side splits or back splits, and those also fare well in the city as well. But
Yes.
looking at the average price and the median sales price, I mean, if even the median sales price at the end of, well, last month was up 12% over last year, because last year we were at around 520,000 for a median price, and this year it's 587,000.
Wow.
So this past year has made a huge difference in the price of a home in
Wow.
Guelph, for sure.
Wow. Do you want to share your screen with us for anything in particular? Have you got, or those numbers are great though. Those are fantastic. That sounds like on Toronto a couple of years back, when we just, every time you turned around another percentage point every month, it just, the houses kept going up in price. That's very significant, 12%. So,
Yeah, it's gone up significantly. I mean, it's still affordable and probably still a little bit more affordable than Toronto, I guess, or Toronto proper, but the prices have been going up for sure, which is good if you own a home in Guelph. um,
yes. Well, just to give people a sense of what it is in Toronto right now, I mean, a detached house, certainly in my neighborhood, is closer to 1.3 or 1.5 million. And a bungalow could be around the million if it needs work, and a whole lot more, obviously, if it's been renovated. So yes, it's still a good buy to go to Guelph, certainly. And the what you've told us about the facilities and the amenities around the city, sounds like a fantastic place to live. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have you any tips then, just for just as a last, any tips for buyers who are coming out to Guelph, other than obviously to call you first? That would be an important part of your strategy. But any tips on relocating? Do you find that people new to Guelph there's one thing that sort of blows their mind when they get there?
Well, I mean, for the current market we're in, just really understanding the market, getting yourself educated, not only in the home process, but I mean, obviously you and I do this every day, but
Mm-hmm.
people are buying homes, once every 5 to 10 years. So, I mean, getting educated on not only the market itself and the home process, getting pre-approved, but also getting acquainted with the city. Because
Mm-hmm.
like some of the things I mentioned before, there's so much more that makes up a city than, the population or anything like that. It's just a feeling in the city. And
Mm-hmm.
within Guelph, I mean, I mentioned all the amazing trails and things like that, and the conservation areas, but we have great private distilleries and breweries and fantastic family restaurants throughout the city, really lively pubs, absolutely amazing festivals too. We have like Rib Fest, normally outside of a COVID year,
Yes, of course, of course.
Rib Fest, Hillside Music Festival, the multicultural festivals. But most of all, the thing that makes Guelph absolutely amazing are the people and the culture of our royal city. Guelphites are very friendly, caring, and we're proud of our city. And there's a real sense of community here that you don't typically find in other cities.
And I have to say, you are an amazing ambassador for the city. Congratulations. And thank you very, very much today for joining us, and look forward to hearing more about it maybe next year when we can get an update from you and our audience can check in then again. Thanks, Frances.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye bye.